Being a Formula One driver comes with plenty of perks. The first is you get to drive in some of the fastest cars on Earth. Next is the fat paycheck of millions of dollars. And to top it off, there are beautiful women who are attracted to the paddock. So stay tuned as we look at the hottest wives and girlfriends of Formula One drivers. Elena Berry. After being promoted to Formula One in 2020, Esteban Ocon is finally starting to hit his stride. He may have had tough competition driving alongside Fernando Alonso, but he was enjoying himself more than ever before. Maybe that's because he's been enjoying his time away from the sport too. His model girlfriend, Elena Berry, proves more than enough motivation for him to perform. The two have been dating since 2018 and can be seen attending races, red carpet events, and hitting the town together. And Berry is no stranger to the high life. She's an Italian model whose favorite hobby is traveling and exploring new places. Well, she's with the right person then. Formula One is a sport that takes drivers and their partners all around the world every single season. But she's not just beauty. Elena Berry has the brains too. She can speak English, French, and Spanish, and study business management at university. On her social media pages, Berry has shown that she also enjoys interacting with her fans. So if you see her around, you might be lucky enough to get a photo together. Camilla Kendra. When you have 7 world championships to your name and have broken most of the records in Formula One, what more could you want in life? Well, Lewis Hamilton is still on the search for the perfect woman to settle down with and marry. In his younger days, it felt like Hamilton had a new girlfriend every couple of races. But now, at the ripe old age of 37, he might have finally found that special someone. Her name is Camilla Kendra. Hamilton and Kendra started off as just friends early in the year, but by mid-year, a source close to them confirmed that their relationship had developed into something more. So, who is she? Camilla Kendra is a Dominican model, and just like Hamilton, she's committed to fighting for good causes. Last year, she launched the Children's Kingdom, which aims to provide young people from the Dominican Republic with shelter, clean water, education, and medical assistance. It sounds like a match made in heaven. With Hamilton also involved in a number of charities together, they could be like Bill and Melinda Gates. Sarah Pagliaroli. Lance Stroll is sitting in a prime position with Aston Martin. His father bought the team a few years ago and is pumping in enough money to make them competitive again. 2023 will be Lance's 5th year in Formula One, and after partnering with Sebastian Vettel, he has tried to soak up every minute to help improve his career. But in his free time, he likes to spend time with his girlfriend, Sarah Pagliaroli, who is an Italian model. And it's no wonder. Pagliaroli is stunning. She has more than 100,000 followers on social media and is something of an entrepreneur. While most of us were struggling with boredom during the pandemic, Pagliaroli got to work and launched her very own jewelry line, which she named Blue Lemon Jewels. She said that it was a way for her to express her creativity during quarantine, and the products are aimed at being affordable. The couple appeared together at the premiere of the latest James Bond film, No Time to Die. Carmen Montero Munt. Things couldn't get any better for George Russell. Once known as Mr. Saturday for his qualifying performances with Williams, Russell is on his way to fulfilling his destiny with Mercedes and already managed to bag a Grand Prix win this season. His new girlfriend, Carmen Montero, might bring him some more good fortune too. Months ago, Russell split up with the sister of 2023 AlphaTauri driver Nick de Vries. But it didn't take long for Russell to find his new flame, Carmen Montero. When they both have time off, they like to travel together, like when they were pictured swimming at St. Bart's earlier this year. These days, the sharply dressed George never has Carmen far from his side. She is always quick to voice her excitement about his career move forwards, and there's plenty to celebrate now that he is a fully fledged Mercedes star. But it's not just George's career that is taking off. After studying business management and finance at university, Carmen put her bright mind to good use and has been slowly climbing up in the world of finance. She now works as an investor relations associate at investment company Ruffer LLP, which manages more than $25 billion worth of assets. So when it comes to money management, George should be listening to Carmen. Up next, which F1 celebrity partner is far more famous than him? And which partner is the only one who stays away from the spotlight? So don't go anywhere. Linda Marcelli. At 40 years old, Fernando Alonso is still sharp as ever on the track, and he has had a lot of success off the track too. Since breaking up with his ex-wife, Raquel de Rosario, he has had a string of relationships and is currently with Linda Marcelli. At this point, there are no points for guessing, but she's a model, and this Italian model seems to have a certain attraction to speed. One of her previous partners was 9-time motorcycle racing world champion Valentino Rossi, with whom she was with for 5 years. Now she's moved on to 4 wheels with Fernando Alonso. Marcelli has more than 200,000 Instagram followers, and it's no wonder. She was the Miss Elegance at Miss Italy in 2006, long before any of her fast-paced relationships. Marcelli has also worked with some of the world's biggest brands and appeared on many TV programs in Italy, making her a national celebrity. Maybe she could help him get promoted to a seat at Ferrari. Jerry Horner. This name is the only one on the list who is truly more famous than her husband. Christian Horner may be a household name to Formula One fans, but go outside the sport to the general public and you'd have a tough time finding people who recognize it. His wife, on the other hand, was part of the ultra-famous 90s pop group The Spice Girls. Jerry is worth more than $40 million, not far off Christian, who was rocketed into wealth by his loyalty to Red Bull. Jerry Horner, previously known as Jerry Halliwell, well, was Ginger Spice and sold more than 100 million records during her time with the Spice Girls. She has also had success in writing books, designing clothing ranges, and even working with the United Nations. Jerry has done it all, but times have changed since the 90s, and they have one child together, along with one each from their former relationships. That means there's a lot of staying home and taking care of their kids for the former pop star. And of course, she has been a great support for Christian as Red Bull's #1 fan, cheering along at home when she can't make it to races. Caterina Massetti Zanini. After signing a deal to join French outfit Alpine next season, Pierre Gasly has plenty to smile about, and Gasly has even more reasons to smile with his beautiful girlfriend, Caterina Massetti Zanini, by his side. She's Italian, but she's a rare exception to the list because she's actually not a model. Caterina may have over 60,000 followers on Instagram, but it's not through any modeling work. And it seems like she's the brains of the couple. Caterina holds a degree in aerospace engineering and enjoys writing in her spare time. The two met in 2018 and have been smitten ever since. Maybe she can use her engineering knowledge to increase Pierre's chances in 2023. Alpine is going to need all the help it can get if they want to improve on its position from this year. Hannah Prater. You'd be forgiven for not knowing the name of Sebastian Vettel's wife. Just like her husband, Hannah Prater is pretty low-key. She doesn't seek the spotlight and definitely doesn't have her own clothing line, like many of the other drivers' partners. Prater's last post on Instagram was from 2013, and most of them are food. Vettel and Prater met many years ago when they were both still in school. They have been together since then, and she was by his side when he won 4 consecutive championships from 2010 to 2013. It's been a bumpy road after that during his spell at Ferrari, but one good thing to come out of it was when the two decided to marry in 2019. The couple has 3 children together, and they live in a medieval farmhouse in Switzerland, far away from the glitz and glamour where most of the F1 community live in Monaco. Vettel has said that Monaco is nice, but he doesn't like it after more than a week. The 4-time world champion has always been a family man, and now that Vettel has officially retired from Formula 1, he'll have plenty more time to spend at the family farm. Kelly Piquet. Max Verstappen is the reigning double world champion, and with both of his parents former racing drivers, you'd think that he'd find someone outside of the motorsport to date. Unfortunately, love is blind, and he has fallen for Kelly Piquet, the daughter of 3-time world champion Nelson Piquet. But she's more than just the daughter of a legend. She's made a name for herself as a model too. She boasts more than 1.1 million followers on Instagram and has modeled for big-name brands like Louis Vuitton and Patek. In 2019, she had a child with another Formula 1 driver, her ex-boyfriend Daniil Kvyat. The Russian even dedicated his first podium to her. By that time, Verstappen had stepped in to replace him at Red Bull a long time ago, and 5 years later, it was made Instagram official that he replaced him in his relationship too. In a photo of the two of them, Kelly wrote, "Wishing you all the success, love, and happiness just as I found mine." Verstappen and Piquet live in Monaco together with their 2 cats, and during Verstappen's time off, can be found vacationing around the world. Which driver's partner is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more F1 content. That's all for now. We'll see you in the next one.